if they were giving away free beers, you'd be in there.
Fucking hell. Episode 150. Wow, what a great start. There we go. We just dropped the F-bomb to salute 150. Raise the bat, Tone. We've been together now 150 times except one. I think there was one show where it was just Pezza, which was absolutely horrendous because, no one wants to listen to this yappity-yap for the next 40 minutes. But anyway, welcome to man himself, Tone. Welcome, mate. How you feeling?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. All set to for another week of everybody's. Hope they've all got the red pens ready.
Yep. I just want to shout out to Marto as we welcome Marto. Marto, thanks for telling Tone today that he was tipping Port Adelaide tonight. Tone, he was going to get you into a couple of bucks early, but we filmed the show after the footy's end. So
by the way,
Marto,
Port Adelaide did win.
The nights mixed up. I thought they were playing tomorrow night, actually.
Yeah, we're back to Thursday nights now, Tone.
Yeah, well, the spastics never get it right. They muck around. You've got all those idiots in there, those CEOs, and they're earning billions of dollars, and they're not worth, a brass razoo.
Right.
So 150.
150.
150.
Marto, we've got a special guest sent a video through, as in Barny. You're one of Barney's good mates. What do you think of Barny?
No.
Barny, yeah. Oh, yeah, best boss in the world.
Best boss in the world. Is he a boss?
A temporary, part-time boss, yes.
Jesus Christ, Tazz, we should
go
back.
Lets me leave work 20 minutes early. He hangs shit on me. He cries when I hang shit on him, and then he loves to deflect and put shit on you and Tazz.
Awesome. And of course,
mate.
In Barney's clip a little bit later on, he actually rates Tazz. He's the only one he rates. So Tazz, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for you guys to have me here. And I'm pleasured to be here. As for Jason, he's right.
He's right.
And how dare you guys talk badly of him? Jason, well done, mate. Keep punching. And when you get an opportunity, punch those three out.
Talking about episode 149, it was a blackout Tone. I think Marto's coined us in on the terminology.
Absolutely.
Blackout, mate. You've missed everything.
Now, talking about a blackout Tone, how good's the chocky wheel going in Adelaide, mate?
The chocky wheel at the moment.
No, I'm asking Tone, not you, Muppet man.
I think it melted.
It melted.
The extreme heat melted the chocolate wheel.
So, how did they go last week?
I don't know. I'm too scared to ask.
Oh, hang on.
Pretty rough, I think, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You tell me because you're one of the executives, one of the OGs.
One of the OGs should be looking.
Content. Yeah. Come on, all the content. Don't go in there and just like my post and never look at it.
That you Greek Aussies do, sitting on your ass eating fucking Turkish
here we
all day long.
Hey,
pretending they're watching, directing soccer.
Here he is.
Marto, Tone, I can't say anything about the Greek freak because I tell you what, even the cousins, he has got a reach. The cousins have a reach, even in Japan. So I'm not going to mention anything because I might have a garden.
Look, seriously. All I can say, Tone, is I'm glad that you got your hair cut. I'm glad that you shaved.
He's had a shave.
I'm glad that you're looking. I'm glad that you're looking $1 million.
He does.
That's
all I can say.
Mate, I had a haircut 2 weeks ago.
He looks he looks like an older Don Johnson.
Jeez.
Have a look at him.
I don't know. Much older.
He needs like a pink. He needs like a pastel pink jacket over the top.
Yes.
Bit of Miami Vice.
And you got to push the sleeves up too. You push the sleeves up on the jacket.
Tony doesn't wear socks. He doesn't wear socks and the leather shoes.
No.
Tone's up and about his over. No good, Tone, last week. No good, mate. Brett Preble, one of your favourites.
Preble should be put out for 6 months because obviously, being a special needs fucking jockey.
Oh,
he obviously thought that he'd been reincarnated and come back as an anorexic greyhound.
Right.
He's scraping the paint off the bloody rails. What he was doing there, I don't know. Complete, absolutely turd of a ride. He's gone in the book. That was disgusting.
He's into the Clipper Tone.
Yes, he's in there with Clipper. And he's not getting out any time soon.
Right, Clipper Tone wasn't bad in the strategy.
He actually did all right in the strategy. wide, no cover, no right to win, and run away one by lengths.
Pezza, no good.
That's
Do your
because I
fun
wasn't
quiz.
on it.
I think I was beaten by Sandown, to tell you the truth, because they weren't running on as per usual. It looked like it was going to let down, just didn't. Just thought, fuck you, Pez, I'm not going to give you 2 in a row. And it was bloody awful, but wasn't as bad as Alberton, I have to admit. So it looked okay.
That depends on
Jesus
hang on.
Christ.
That depends on whose followers you ask. If you ask my followers,
Yep.
they'll say your push was pushed off a cliff. If we ask your followers, they'll say no, Pezza was right, yours was worse, Tazzy.
Yeah.
So realistically, it's a little bit like beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Well,
And I know that
mine
you think
finished.
the Tone's good
Mine
looking.
finished
I
like
don't.
6 beaten 3.5 lengths. Yours was beaten 16, second last. I don't know whose followers or whatever, but if they're yours, they're
Yeah, but
fucking
but it depends. Sometimes they sit up and forget about it. At the end of the day, Pezza,
Yep.
you know what?
Yep.
When they don't finish 1, 2, or 3,
No,
we're done.
that's right. Cardinal Gem in
We're
the
done.
strategy. What happened, Marto?
Oh my God! I think you forgot what a button was. It just never got pressed. Got lost. Got in all sorts of trouble. Never did anything.
Yeah, give us the pink. Give us the pink slip, Pezza. Put it on.
Heroic.
No.
I've killed
Let's
another
see
one.
it.
No.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Jim.
There she is.
Ooh.
No.
He's a champion in the
Terrible.
making, and I've killed him
Heroic.
again. I've killed another one. Yeah, that was a horrible run.
Marto, no, but how good's think about it. You wouldn't mind having that in your back pocket. Seriously.
Absolutely, had no right to win.
No, right.
Running 6 wide.
It was
no cover,
16 wide, the trip
absolutely
looms up.
screams down the outside.
Unbelievable.
Bang, runs away and wins by 2.
I was listening to Joey Pride after the race going, I'm glad it lost its first start because it took the pressure off. We knew we had a good one. Like, fucking hell.
Anyway,
Wowee.
it deserves the $3 odds in the strap break, that's for sure.
Lenny, well done, Lenny. She's still with us. She's 5 in a row, and she's got all she wants to do is beat Barney. Barney's got the
Pick 'em
record
off.
with 6 wins in a row.
There you go.
Talking about the great
There you
man,
go.
she's
It's
looking
one
good,
equal.
Tone.
Look at
it
that.
is.
Handsome.
The
Yeah,
gingerbread
handsome.
man. There he is. There
Tone,
he
how
is.
many races
He's
are there
even
on
given us a
Saturday,
little
mate?
double,
Tone?
hasn't he?
You know how many races there are on
Huh?
Saturday, Tone?
Today?
No, how many races on Saturday?
Saturday.
You were saying before.
93 Australia that you can bet on, and 18 across the ditch.
Well, Barney's got a
In the,
little saver there because he's got one at Rosehill race 3 and Flemington race 4. Just think that Pezza might have a bet in Flemington race 4, but Barney's going against it. Who would have thought? So,
That's the
Oh,
Quinella.
we're a
Taking the whole
massive
pop
chance
side.
now. Soon as Barney,
So before
put that in the
Yeah.
video, I knew what my push was. I knew.
hey Pezza, you know how Tone said there's 111 races?
Yes.
Do you reckon that he could probably, I don't know, be lucky enough to tip 110 and maybe miss out on the 111th because it was a scratching? Tone, how would you go, do you think, if you tipped in 111 races? How many winners do you reckon you could throw out?
Oh, that's a loaded question, isn't it?
How many? Because if you're
Not
going
many.
at your strike rate, you'll probably get 4.
All right.
What do you think? Back yourself. Give us a number.
Probably, I don't bet in Adelaide because it's rigged. I don't bet in Queensland because it's absolutely corrupt. So you take those out.
Yep.
Melbourne is very rigged, and Sydney I'll probably tip 2 or 3 winners.
There you go.
So in other words, what you're telling me is you are a racing tipster on this show who really doesn't bet anywhere because it's all corrupt,
Yes.
and you just put jockeys out.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, the
So
jockeys
you just do this for fun? Is this for fun?
Oh, here we go.
Eh?
Come on, stick another chocolate in your mouth, you fucking Greek twit.
All right, here we go.
You're on.
Whiz.
Here we go.
Gee.
so 150, it's the bluest of the whole.
Episode
man.
Bluest of
150.
the lot.
Tony's just,
Uh,
he's got the shave and
Yes.
the haircut, and that's it.
Oh, seriously. I mean, there are people in Japan that have turned for Tone today.
Oh,
And I'll tell you what, they sure turned and vomited.
oh. Hey, I'm gonna, boys. Can I just mention Barney's on the video, so I'm just gonna put the volume up.
Yeah, put it on.
All right. Hey, just
Crank it
a
up.
moment.
Yeah.
boy.
All right.
Let's see another handsome man.
All
What's
right.
the big unit got to
The
say?
handsome man. The handsome man.
He's tipping in a highway too, by the way.
Oh.
Congratulations, boys. 150 shows. Who would have thought? There's been laughter, there's been tears, there's been fights. But it's been fun, hasn't it? October 24th, 2020. My only highlight in 3 years when we got it all up. So I'm in for about 3,000. So you saved me quite a bit, boys. Maybe this is the week that I can get some money back. Who knows? Tony, I know you crack the shits with Pez all the time. What's new? Pez is a smart ass. Marto doesn't have much of a clue, but thinks he does. And to Sully that holds the whole group together. Always fun. It's been a great 150 shows so far. Let's see if Ali can catch me in the quaddie. I've got a little bet for you on the weekend, a little all up. Sydney race 2, race 3, number 2, Unravel. And Melbourne race 4, number 7, Psy. It's about $11. Hopefully I'll get you on the winners board. Look forward to watching the show again. And hopefully we can get one of these all-ups up. All right, boys. Congratulations.
Nice work, Jace.
Good job,
Absolutely. Nice work. Well done.
Jace.
He's
Nice work. Maybe he's due to get back on the show.
Talking about
isn't he?
a bit of an
Surely.
omen in it, Unravel, a little bit like this show, you Greek twit into Psy. I think it's already unraveled.
That's how we feel
Tazz.
when Tone speaks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
well,
we
that's Jason, isn't
that's
it?
how we feel when
Favourite
Tone's
into
about to
favourite.
that's
go
what I mean.
boom.
It's already
Oh,
unraveled,
no.
isn't it? Jesus Christ. When was the last time you were called a Greek twit?
No, I don't know. He's pulled the race card, hasn't he?
Yes.
The race card on me. No, it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah. Talking about special needs, Marto, here we go. We're going to put a fork in one again, aren't we, mate?
Special needs.
King Magnus.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't do it to King Magnus, surely.
No, but we are only 7 months and 2 weeks away from the next win. So we're gonna have a crack at this one. Look, King Magnus, I've got a lot of time for this horse. You got $5 there. He's already into $4.50. I'd be surprised if you get more than $4 on Saturday. He's a great horse. Let's not kill this one off. But there's a strong win, 2 starts back against Crosshaven. He was wide with no cover and still had the audacity to get over Crosshaven. He re-opposes Crosshaven in this race. Still gives a little bit of weight, but I do like Tommy Stockdale on with the 1.5 kilo. It sort of evens things out a bit. I lost my notes. Sorry, the last start he beat Jimmy the Bear as well. And if King Magnus wins this one, then I'd be parlaying up into Jimmy Bear in race 7 as well. He looked beaten there against Jimmy the Bear, but Stackhouse just lifted him over the line and got him up late. I think it was about a length win. He's drawn to do no work here, so he sits on pace without spending too many petrol tickets. And I think the hat trick is on the card for Robbie Griffiths and what's his name, DeCock, with Tommy Stockdale on.
Yeah, DeCock. There we go.
Pezza just changed the Eagle Farm thing, but Marto, the one thing that you forgot to mention in all of that.
What's that?
Was that this was also a quaddie winner for Ali. So the reality is the only reason you picked it is now you've hopped off piggybacking Tone, you've hopped off piggybacking Pezza. You never
don't make it something it is. I've picked King Magnus in the past, and no, it's not.
I think we've all had a crack at
King Magnus at some point.
We've all missed King Magnus before, and we all kick ourselves when it wins, as it always does. It's a good horse.
It does.
Murray Bridge, race 6, number 6.
Where have I gone?
I
am. I'm back to the city of churches, and this horse is back.
Back to Murray Bridge.
City of Churches. Big straight in the city of Churches in South Australia. Yep. Todd Pannell back on. It's had 2 rides. It's been placed twice. Settles midfield. Don't worry about the barrier. 2 starts back. It was in a benchmark 82 over 1400. So it's right up to this because it's dropping back in class. Good race record. I think 20 starts. It's won about 4 places, about 7 places. I can see this one here, just watching the favourite, stalking it. Garari, I think, is going to be the favourite. That said, maybe this will be now. And I just got a gut feeling that at this class, with the big track, the big straight, It can settle off the pace and just work home over them. It has been racing really, really
You
well.
can feel it in your plums.
And I actually can feel it in the plums, and at a plum bet type price. Take the $4.20 if you can now, and grab the plums for luck.
I like the numerology here, Tone. Race 6, number 6. It's last starter come 6, the number of the beast.
666.
It is. There is one. It's interesting because I've actually tipped it against a black booker of mine in that race. So if you want a dirty little quinella, just for the sake of it, Invincible Bay is the black booker. That's my dirty quinella, but I think it's just going to get too far back. So maybe,
talking about a dirty
1, 2, they're the
I've
ones.
thrown up Lenny, and you've just mentioned the word dirty quinella. I'm sure Lenny would love to have a little dirty quinella on Invincible Bay into Dawn Burst. She doesn't mind a punt, Lenny. We welcome her. She's up to she's won 5 in a row. She matches Barney this week if she wins. I reckon she's got a good chance. But honestly, I was telling Marto today, this is her probably easiest leg she's had. So you know what that means.
Yeah.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Go on, you, Lenny. I tell you what, she's a joy to work with. She's a joy to work with. You got the delicate woke in Tony, who's the most offensive man I've ever met in my life.
So
And then I've got Marto, who's a really nice bloke.
Like you.
And then I've got
Like
Tazz,
Barny
who's
said.
just up and down like a bloody roller coaster. I send her a message. She's
You
straight
love
back.
it. You love it when I go up and down, don't you?
And or she just straight away, just numbers and just there's no trolling, there's no bullshit.
No,
she's
there's
about
not. You're right.
Your only mate that returns instantly, because a lot of your other mates are fucking hopeless.
That's what
They're
I mean,
absolutely-
Tony. That's what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Bloody hell.
look, there are people here, okay,
Yeah.
that just don't bother responding to messages. I get you. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. Now,
Tone
because you're saying that,
likes to go ghosting.
can I just say something? You're saying about Ali not
Okay,
trolling
fat boy,
and
just,
getting.
just hold your horses.
Oh,
no,
here we
Listen
go.
here, handlebars, behave yourself, Marto. Look after these two
Oh,
idiots.
gee
Tone.
whiz.
1,
Gee
2,
whiz.
Tone, 1, 2, 3, 7, 11. I'm pretty surprised that you put your namesake in and now Playboy. But anyway, Tone, what do we got?
No, that's yours, big boy.
Oh,
No, of course you've got to throw in King Magnus. Lenny's all over
Marto's.
that. Marto's all over it. It's dropped
Beautiful.
1.5 keg stack houses. It's won its last 2 there at Flemington.
Yep.
Crosshaven. I have to chuck in Crosshaven. It meets King Magnus 3 kilos better off.
Yep.
Whether that will prove
That's
to
Before the claim.
yes, yeah, whether that's going to do any good. And I've thrown in Frankie Pino. Blinkers are off. The blinkers are off this
Wow.
time.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. It
Wanted
might
to have
make
a look
big
around.
difference.
I wanted to have a look around.
Yes. I've thrown in me roughies riddle me that with a little dodgy Cartwright on board, claiming 1.5 kilos at 10 skins.
Perfect.
And you've got to throw in Monarch of Egypt. It's in 54 kilos,
Right.
and it's been in good form recently. It's been consistent,
Right.
racing consistently.
So you've literally put in half the field. You've got
As you do,
five
mate,
out of 12.
Yes, you do, mate.
5 out of 12.
Six,
That's,
7, 8,
about
5 out of
Yeah.
12. Well done. No worries. 5 out of 12. Good one. And,
as you
and you
know,
don't want,
Tazz,
and you're not a
I've-
favourite backer. You're not
No,
a favourite
fat boy.
backer, but you've got the first
Listen.
3 in the market.
You Greek twit.
Right? No,
Just
it's okay.
listen. Shut
No, don't
your
Tone.
turkey light mouth for a moment.
Tone,
That's
it's
why the
okay.
show never finishes on time, because you take 90 minutes. Oh, I'm not going to say anymore. That's
Unraveling.
it, Pezza, you've got it. That's
It's okay. I'm a non-favourite backer, but I'll take the first 3 in the market, and then I'll make personal insults at the other guys to deflect from my selections. Thank you, Tone. Well
all the
done.
other bastards
Thank you,
in there
Tone.
can't win, like,
There's,
Oh, goodness.
Let's just move to the
Fucking
second leg this
Oh.
week because I was the wanker for 3.
150. Can he say those words 150 times?
I reckon he's getting close. He's got about 20 to go.
I was the wanker for 3
well
weeks,
done.
but that was my best run as the wanker. But I've gone to the second leg. Me and Tazz are swapped this week. 1, 2, 11, and 12. Jimmy the Bear, as Marto mentioned, pretty good run last start to King Magnus. So as he said, if the King wins the first leg, which it will, Jimmy the Bear looks a better bet in the second leg of the quaddy.
Red hot chance.
Yeah.
I've got 11, one of my favourite horses. I've tipped it as a picker 3 times, Unusual Culture. And it always runs an honest race. It just has to have the jockey on it to push the button at the right fucking time because it can unleash hell. It's got a massive finish and she's progressing through the grades. She's a progressive mare, Tone. She's a very progressive mare. She's going through her grades quite well. Braden Star looks the progressive horse out of the race. Absolutely brained him last start, 1 by 3. Bang, $2.90. Get in it. Bermudez, very stiff last start. And I've left out Green Fly, which was a Pezza's push 2 weeks ago. It was plainer 3 weeks ago. It was plainer than my looks, so I couldn't back up on Green Fly. Lenny, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 11. I think she's got everything there. She's got the first couple in the market. I really like the 11 in Artinzo. Good horse, Marto.
Agree.
Atzino.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah.
No, yes. I like him. Price Kent Jr. Where my pin is he's riding the house down at the moment. He ran a few on Wednesday and he's going very well. And they gave him 3 kilos and then took a kilo off because they realised he's ridden too many winners already. He's out ridden
Tone might be right
claim
about
before
Victorian students, how crooked they are because they didn't do the numbers right. He's come over as a 3-kegger claimer. He's already rode 100 winners in fucking New Zealand. Like, for fuck's sake, he should be right about no claim. Like,
Tell you what,
someone forgot to do the homework there.
It's
Anyway,
possible that
he is
he is
good.
going
He's
to be
right.
the best, the next big thing, that's for sure, though.
yeah, he can
Whether
ride.
it's
He can
2
still
claim,
ride.
2 kilos, 3 kilos, he's
Just
what
got to
he
keep
what he
his nose clean.
shows.
He'll be fine.
Now, Lenny's
Keeps
on
his nose clean.
1, 2, and 3. She's gone the 5. She was very, very upset she left out the Pruska Yendel in Distrustful Award. She thinks on barrier 2 it can really run a race. It was pretty stiff first up. The 9 put a line through it. It wasn't a really true 9th. Went for a couple of runs that weren't there and was knocked back. So she's a bit worried about the 4. So if you got an extra couple of bucks, she said go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 11.
If we're looking at an omen in that race,
Oh,
based on tonight's episode,
oh,
You gotta be
looking
savvy.
so sharp is number 16,
oh.
so sleek.
Look
Look, see,
What about-
he even knew who I was talking about.
What about Tazzy? What about
He-
number 7? What about number 7?
Like,
80 grand.
Oh, he sure is.
Well, he is.
And he's got to be, savvy.
He's got to
He's
be
also
savvy.
very hard to cross.
Yeah.
He's hard to
Good
cross.
juggernaut.
Get on the 8.
I bet you when he's in the pub tomorrow afternoon, when he's in the pub tomorrow
Tazz is the
afternoon,
first
he will
immortal.
be Sir Juggernaut.
Do you reckon
Tazz
he invests in a bit of Bitcoin? Hey, Tone, do you invest in a bit of Bitcoin? We can find an omen for Tone, everything. All right, my leg. I've gone pretty
159.
simple. I think it's a 3-horse race, to be honest.
Oh,
I've taken 2 blue battlers and one
Blue
that's in
Battler's
blue.
nice.
2 blue battlers and one that's actual colours are blue as well. So
Where am I
doesn't
pinning
say
again?
much about my blues, but anyway, we won't go there. But look, Legio 10, it's flying, deserves to be favouritism,
Yep.
and a repeat performance.
Yep.
Really, it wins again. Got to do that.
You get the easy legs. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about it. You get the
No,
fucking easy
absolutely.
legs.
Yeah, that's okay. Easy legs.
Freak
That's
out.
why I don't get them. Who
Queensland
dares?
racing right there.
Who dares? Tony dares, maybe.
Our favourite
This
jockey
is
on
where
again.
Wirrapoo.
Yeah.
Well, my notes on here is Wirrapoo Pin dares. Is he the next best thing out of New Zealand? It's consistent and it does make the top weight better in the weights. So I throw that in, even though I think it's a good chance. And the other one's Kin, another blue battler. And it's right up to this. Now, this thing ran, I think, at Flemington Cup Day, 1st of November last year, and it was placed there. It comes back. It's seeing the track. There's no reason that it can't improve on that. But I just think it's a 3-horse race, 159.
I agree. I like 5 and 9 in this race myself.
No, I think Celine goes all right too in the last at Flemington. She's got a pretty good strike rate. So well done.
Yeah, well, she's won on this thing before, so.
Well,
Now, Tone,
good Dalton don't pick Muppets to ride their horses.
Tone,
Oh my god!
show
Oh,
How?
episode 150. Tone. Obviously, you're gonna
Tony
you're gonna tip us into one
Right.
you've never tipped. You're gonna tip us into something that you've never seen, that Poulted Familiar don't know about. Obviously, you're gonna go race 5, number 2 at Rose Hill, Tony B.
obviously I'm going to back up because this is its fourth run in from a spell and it's
Right.
one of Wallet's.
Yeah, I like the system. I'm not knocking the system.
And look at the jockey on. Love him.
Gibbons, he's an absolute criminal who shouldn't be on a horse, but he's taken 1.5 kilos off. I'm not a fan of him, but I'm sick of not following up on my previous tips, and they win 3 or 4 starts later. This is a really difficult race. If it runs up, load up on the place at 250.
No way on the
Definitely
nose.
he'll be up there.
Load up on a
Win
place.
or,
Hey,
win or die.
is this? How many starts has this horse had? Just out of curiosity, in Australia,
Million.
I don't know.
Pezza
3 starts back from a spell.
A million.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
curious
but-
because
Still-
the reason I asked this, Tone, is I suspect that this could be up there as one of your most repeat tip performers.
Oh yes.
I don't think you've.
Yeah, I know that. Yes.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
know
had
that.
probably three. You've had three.
This is number 4.
The
Tony
fourth
Beck.
time.
Fourth
Yeah.
time.
Fourth
So,
time.
so
He's only
Tone, you
been-
might have.
He's equaling Big Boy Roy.
That's what I mean. How many times are you going to give this a crack, Tone,
Yep.
before you want to pass it over into someone else's stable?
And I'm
When are
pretty
you
sure,
going to put it through the
I'm pretty
sale?
sure-
Well, you jumped on Big Boy Roy and took him off my hands.
well,
Well, you
Tony
said that I could
B.
have him for free.
Well, you poisoned Tony B twice, you fucking roundabout.
oh,
What, no,
I'm a
Roundup.
roundabout.
Roundup
See?
Ronnie. I'm going to call you
Jesus.
Roundup Ronnie because you put the bloody mozzie on
Oh,
and poisoned
love
it
it.
twice
Mm.
before. This time, there's no bloody what's name.
no,
is it
there's
Irish
poison this
meat,
time,
whatever
mate.
in that
Marto,
case.
what do we got?
There's
So,
Absolutely.
plenty
We've
of
been
poison.
Broken this one, Pezza, Faulkner Park. How does it
Faulkner
lose
Park.
this race?
I don't know
How
what
can
Tony's doing in
anybody
this race. I
with
really
half a
don't.
brain tip against Faulkner Park? Annabelle Neesham, third up, one first up over 1,500, which is way too short for it. Absolutely
country.
brained them in Brisbane over 2,000 metres.
Yep.
And then here we go here. We're back over 2,000 metres in the city of Rosehill, Faulkner Park, Annabelle Neesham, third up. There goes a hat trick. And
Yes.
Tony's tipping Tony B.
That's
Absolutely
right.
smashing
How
it.
the hell are you
off.
doing,
it will
mate?
probably
Yeah.
win, but unlike you and Pezza, I don't fucking back favourites every week, mate.
No.
Oh,
No.
You and Pezza,
Marto,
especially bloody
No.
Tazz,
this is
No.
are
a fifth,
always on
fifth
favourites.
starter, mate.
Listen.
Fifth starter.
No.
Said 5
So
stars.
did you
for-
hear that? He
Oh.
doesn't back favourites,
No.
but in his quaddy leg of 5, he's taken the first 3 in the market.
Yeah.
For a
look,
man who
listen,
doesn't back
fat boy,
favourites.
you grey-haired Greek twit.
Oh, here we go. Come
How
on,
many
Shiny.
times have you fucked
Give
up
me
the
some.
body in recent times? Come on, big boy.
Here we
I'm
go.
always there,
Oh,
I'm there.
Oh,
Because
you,
the 50
you are,
to 1
Tone.
pop comes through and blows
Absolutely.
you out of the water.
I
Come
feel
on.
like
Love it.
I feel like this is great because the last time that somebody tipped me Zach the Boss on the same weekend, it was Marto and Barny.
Oh,
So I think it's
What
what do you call that? Like you call that? It's like destiny, fate,
coincidence.
Kismet?
A coincidence.
Right.
Not a coincidence. No,
Destiny.
like,
Co-
it's
No.
supposed to be. It's supposed to be like I don't know the word. Quims.
Destiny.
No, not yeah.
Fate.
Destiny, fate.
Fate. big
Yeah,
boy.
no, I said that.
Fate.
But there's a better word. Quizmet? No, that's not it. Anyway, the last time somebody tipped Zach the Boss me was Barny and Marto on the same weekend, and it ran like a busted ass.
It did.
This is screaming at me in the pocket. Last start was an absolute it was like watching a fucking horror movie. It went for runs left, right, and center. Didn't get him. It probably should have won on merit. It didn't. I'm screaming. I'm going to back it next start, whatever it is. And it just happens to be in a race that Barney's tipped the fucking $2.60 favourite in Cyan. So obviously Barney's
Perfect.
more poisonous than Pezza. Pezza on Zach the Boss with any luck. We're drawn wide. We're down the straight over 1,100. Marto, we know track and distance. It's won twice. We know it
Yeah,
loves the straight
absolutely.
at Flemington. Marto knows
Yeah.
how good it is down the straight. It's probably in the weakest run of its career. It's beaten. These horses are fucking shit in this race. General Bow, come on. Marto, come on. General Bow. Should be running around at Pakenham on
Oh,
a
no,
Thursday
horrible.
night. Like fucking
I agree.
hell. Oh, Zach the Boss, get on. We're stealing money because Barney's horse is in there at $2.60. Get on. I think it's already in the 16s.
Yeah.
I think you've
Yeah,
got the
but,
Quinell between you two guys are like besties from
Well,
way back,
Mm.
and I reckon that you probably found the Quinella there. And I
Pretty
say
sure-
that
I don't know, but-
sincerely.
I think Sai could be beaten by the ride. I don't
Yeah.
rate Carling Therefore on a Saturday.
No. 420 and a
Yeah, I
950
think it's
and a
vulnerable.
sevens gets you back nearly
Okay.
300. And then we're around $2,000 for all the four of us to line up. But me and Marto are a little bit worried about one tip in particular.
Oh, Jesus.
No, well, no. Listen, guys, you can't be knocking a guy
We're
that's
not
tipped
knocking
a
a
horse that's
Yes, we
never
can.
won for him. Okay, against one of the most progressive horses in Australia. You
Excuse
can't
me,
be
you fat
criticising
creep.
him.
Rick.
Yeah, thank you, Tazz.
Oh, here we go.
Hang
No,
on.
Can
good
you
point.
can you
Blame the
start being
crowd.
show a little bit of
You're-
respect,
You're
Tone?
shafted me up the fucking brown star about that, and that one
No,
on a Saturday at
Tone.
fucking
Which one was that?
You know,
Tone,
like,
claim
you're always
the-
at,
Tone, claim
No.
that Crown's running in the same race.
I
That's
know
Tone said.
that.
Oh,
Look,
I know, and I didn't
Tony,
tip it.
I think it's today. It's you've tipped Tony B. Let's just go to Tony C and D, and then E.
There
All
we
right,
go.
that's
after,
okay, mate.
after the show tonight, we might have to give Tony
There's
a
the
Z.
man who tips half the field most weeks.
Port Adelaide are beating
I reckon
the
if we
Cats.
do the
That's what's happened.
analytics, we can
Spoiler
check
alert,
that.
Spoiler alert. Bad luck, Prez and all the Geelong boys. They'll be all crying into their milk.
Oh, poor Barney.
And of course, the police
Oh, dear.
won't be breathing too early tonight because the DV will be on the rise.
6
Tomorrow
goals
night-
to 2 in the first quarter, and then they're outscored 14 goals to 5 in the next 3 quarters.
Thanks, Marto. Very
Poor
good.
Geelong.
Yeah, tomorrow night, we're going to
That's
crack every
terrible.
game. Sydney are going to crack in against Brisbane. It's going to be interesting to see the Lions back at the Gabba.
Absolutely. We've got a good record up there.
Oh,
at
have
the
a
Gabba.
raw-
Hopeless. They're just
Giants and
hanging in the
Dockers.
8. They're rubbish.
Giants and Dockers, boys, any thoughts?
Dockers win, even though
Giants.
Giants are playing well.
I think Giants win, to be honest.
Uh,
But I think it's going to be
Interesting.
a cracking match.
Geez, I tell you what, the Tigers are back, absolutely stealing points across the country.
Absolutely, yes.
Too
They were a
soon,
good bet
too
last
soon.
week. Probably.
Yeah, I
the
think
grand final
very
against
soon for
Port
that
now.
one, Pezza. I think you missed it.
Right. I
I
think
think it went straight over Tone's head.
Did.
See how they play against a side that knows how to defend.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, the Tigers
Lock
are.
down.
Playing
Yeah.
a lot better than a lot of other spastics like the fucking Swans. They're not much.
Oh,
Well,
Well,
Tone,
where are you on the
There we
ladder?
go.
Tone, some would
Hang on a
say,
minute. I
Tone,
think the
some would
Swans are
say the
above the
Tigers
Tigers
are.
and Carlton. and or-
Yes, just by accident. Yeah,
Tone.
we're coming back
We're
now.
the
As
best of
Kevin
the West.
Bartlett says, we're in the elevator and it's going up.
Tone, talking
Right.
about
There you
going up,
go.
the Tigers, people are saying they're breaking and entering into the 8.
Yes, you big
Oh,
fat
no.
prick, say that, wouldn't you? You know, like look at your team; they're an absolute fucking
I
disgrace.
think that went
That's
over his
the
head.
only
Do you-
team to
do you-
play.
you-
Yeah,
Like,
yes, you
do
missed
you-
that one.
I think
Do
that
you
went over his head.
understand?
It just
That's,
took a trip to
that's
Perth.
two.
Yes, I do, Taz. I do read the football news. Yeah.
Oh, you
fucking
do?
moron.
Oh,
Yeah,
here we
you
go.
just
Tone-
look at the
Tone's
pictures,
going off.
Tone. Why are you so
Barney's
upset,
gonna love it.
Tone? Why are you
Barney's gonna
angry?
love it.
I don't know.
Listen,
Barney
Tone,
loves
why are
it
you
when you
angry
get upset.
tonight?
Every normal person knows that Richmond cannot go through a full football year without some drama of some distinction. We had 2 this year, or 3
Here
actually. I
come the
think.
excuses.
You know, no excuses,
but-
Marto. It's normal for a football club.
But why are you angry?
I'm not
Tone, why are you
angry.
angry?
Not
You
angry.
are, you're
Or you-
red-faced, you're throwing your
Just-
pen.
Gee whiz.
Colin,
Just
You're
to say
angry.
The obvious. Marto's sitting there like fucking a gummy bear.
I'm loving
You're
this
being
because I'm
complete
just imagining what
spastic like
Barney's
you're in a
reaction is.
70s
Barney
porn
loves
movie.
it when
What
you
about
go
the
on
Taz
Blues?
is
Barney.
just standing back lighting fires.
What about the
No,
Blues?
don't worry. The Blues.
Hey,
The Blues.
Get Gold Coast.
Seriously.
Loss.
Blues, they have got the Blues. They're done, gone, cooked. Put a fork in them.
Yeah.
Sunday dinner's over.
Okay.
They're
Oh,
finished.
interesting game, this
Tone,
one.
well done. Well said.
And
Look, the Blues can win anything, but
Match-
they could probably lose everything as well.
match of the round, North Melbourne and the Bullies
Oh.
to finish it off.
Oh,
Well, for
yeah.
doggies.
Look, brilliantly coached North Melbourne at the moment.
Oh, rats.
I don't think they need the other bloke back, but
talking
and
about
there's talk he might not come back.
a bit of salt that I'd love to rub into Tazz's wound.
Oh,
Levi
Casbolt.
Casbolt to kick the first goal at 19 skins. Pez is just going to throw it like
Yeah.
10. And when it wins, I'm just going to
Why
send
not?
him a little chocolate from over in Japan here. I just send him a little box of chockies so he can wipe away his
I honestly hope you do, but look, I hope Levi does kick the first goal. And I
It'd be
do
very
hope he has
ironic
10.
because Levi
And I
actually
do
got
hope you
asked
send me
how
the
to go
chocolate.
because he can't kick. It'd be great. And big Harry McCoy.
Oh, it would be fantastic. No, the guy
Yeah,
can
big
clunk a
kicking the teeth.
mark though.
Oh, he can clunk.
Yeah, he's got a couple of extra years into his contract, so good on him.
Now,
Good on
Tone
him.
tipped Port Adelaide tonight. He was going to go Port into the
Oh.
Tigers, but he's just gone the Tigers now to win. Head to head.
Yes,
Is
Tigers win. Absolutely.
They're not favourite though, are they?
You don't back favourites, Tone.
You don't back favourites. That's value
You
170.
plastics don't understand.
Oh, there he goes. I
don't
reckon you've said it.
Yeah.
You've hit the Pezza. Put the
You
bell
don't
on.
understand.
Put the bell on when he hits the
Pezza,
150
you
mark.
do not understand the difference between
Tone won
football
last week.
or
He won,
racing.
he won last week, $1.85.
You won $1.85.
Yes, $1.85,
well.
get on.
And then
That's why he's firm.
Tazz, you're going to propose a bit of
I like this one.
I've
Tazz is
taken
so full of
Brisbane
shit.
to win.
I
I've
love it.
taken Carlton to win. I've taken Freo to win, and I've
Okay.
taken St Kilda. There's the line bet there.
Perfect. Oh,
That's
What
bullshit.
does Fremantle say?
Oh, it's bullshit. Thanks, Tone.
sorry.
Why don't you start
Right.
being a little bit more articulate? Seriously.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hey, come on, seriously. You
was that,
teach
Marto?
English to Japanese children. Is that what you're teaching them?
Oh,
Head to head, you're right.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm right.
Sorry, mate. And then Marto's got one here.
I'm well entertained here.
Yes.
dear.
I can just imagine the chat tomorrow with Barny at work.
Oh, mate. I think
I'm going to go
Okay.
back
Had
and
more
watch
than
this and I want to see how many
62
times you
subscri-
say the magic word.
if we had more than 62
Well,
subscribers,
people like you, if you would put your brain in
Oh.
gear before you opened your mouth, then
Greek
you know it
twit
would
might
be
be
okay.
trending.
But you don't.
Okay.
Oh, that's the
Um,
best bit of advice you've given yourself all year, Tony.
No, I've given you bloody
Hey,
moron.
Marto,
All right,
quickly,
boys.
mate.
Oh,
Settle down. Just listen for a minute. Sydney venture up to Brisbane this week. Sydney's got a very good record over Brisbane at the Gabba, but we're not playing that well this year. I do think it's going to be close. It's going to be less than 30 points. So I'm going to take Sydney at the line, 29.5.
Yep.
I'm going to say we go over 172.5. Both sides are capable of scoring 90 to 100 points apiece.
Yep.
And Charlie Cameron will kick too because Joey Danaher will be up the field and leave Charlie Cameron alone in the 50.
Perfect.
Nice.
And, Marto, your multi got up last
4.5.
week as well.
My multi did get up last week, $3.10 for anyone who got on, if you followed. So let's back it up this week to $4.50.
All right. Very good. Just thought,
Welcome to Australia, motherfucker. Take care of that.
Hey, Keep Marlon.
I just thought Luke, you'd be able to finish.
There he is, the great
off,
man.
just the great man himself. Back one at 100 yesterday, and he was a dead eat, and he reckons it one. He only got 46
Gets a half
wins.
price. That's big.
Good on you, Lukey.
Cheated.
Where would we be without you?
Welcome to
Right,
Australia,
boys,
mofos.
150. Well done. Very interesting episode. I think Greek twit
Mate,
would be trending if we had any followers or subscribers.
oh,
So please like the video.
trending, unbelievable.
Uh,
It'd be trending with the word plastic.
Hey, all right, boys, get on and maybe substitute Tony B out for Faulkner Park. We might be a chance of the Yankee this week, boys.
Tone, get yourself a thesaurus, mate. Learn a few more words. Learn how to insult.